Episode 78 of The Basement Dwellers is brought to you by my longtime friends and mentors and pseudo father and mother figures. And you may notice that we're not in a basement. We're actually in a real home. We do not have that on The Basement Dweller normally, but I'm so glad to be here today. We have with us Arton and we have Sarah. Welcome, you guys.
Thanks for having us, man.
Of course. Well, thank you. Actually, thank you for having me.
It's good seeing you.
I drove out here all the way just to do this. You know, it's just love of the craft. Nothing else. Didn't do anything else important. Just came with all my equipment to record with you guys.
It's a lot of equipment.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It's impressive. I like it.
I was afraid we were going to get electrocuted.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly sometimes. We've only had one power outage. Other than that, it's been pretty easy. And as long as it happens at the beginning and not at the end, like it did. We almost did a 2-hour podcast, and we were doing the show, and then we started seeing like flickers and stuff. And it was just like, oh, it looks like it's good. And then everything just like, like it was like a fucking horror movie. Like it was so fucking bad.
Kids got busted. Mom, I told you kids not to do podcasts.
Yeah. And the worst part about it was that it was in the summer and it was raining and it was gross and it was the worst. But no, all this equipment is just tools of the trade, and I love it, man.
I like it.
Thank you.
It's great.
I try my best to kind of outshine the other millennials that are trying to be out here. Everyone's got a podcast. White guy with a podcast. We were just talking about this.
I just want to point out that you went to a Mac product, an Apple product.
Yes.
Which is great.
Yes.
I'm proud of you.
I evolved. I definitely evolved. None of this
It's the upgrade.
None of this PC nonsense.
No.
Except for I do enjoy my gaming PC, even though I don't really use it for gaming.
Everything has its tools.
But you guys are both Mac users, but you guys are also both business professionals, which we are going to get into.
Yeah,
But-
I'm not trying to defrag every day.
Yeah, come on.
This Mac back here actually runs Windows. It's a Mac shell, but it runs Windows.
So the stat is, so you got to have it look like the Apple.
It's just an Apple. Yikes. It's just an Apple shell.
Do you have a preference between the two? Like if,
All my business computers run Microsoft.
damn.
Yeah, I have to. It's business software.
Well, you know what they always say. It's like,
But-
9 out of 10 dentists.
But my, yeah, that's right.
There's
Yeah,
always this one
but,
fucking guy that likes PC.
I don't like PC, but it's just what I have to use for work. But for my personal computers, myself, my laptop, Mac.
Okay.
It's been for 20 plus years.
I like them because they're shiny. That's
Yes.
honestly why I started originally. I mean, they're super low maintenance and
yeah.
they're super easy. And I'm so sick of people telling me, "Oh, did you know on my Android I can emulate a PlayStation 2?" That's fucking sweet, dude. Like
great.
keep doing it. That's fucking
Yeah.
awesome. I don't care. You know, I have other shit going on.
That's
You know?
right.
We have known each other for a long time, actually. For those people who don't know, who listen, I used to live with you guys in beautiful sunny California, where I originally thought it was asinine that I was paying you guys $750 a month for a bedroom, but lo and behold, that's essentially what I'm doing now in Phoenix, Arizona.
And we were like, man, we really need to get more than $750 a month out of this kid. What are we going to do with that?
We're really cutting this guy a deal.
Yeah.
All this fucking guy does is drink our beer and smoke our weed.
And how much was the security deposit?
Oh, $0.
Right.
And use our toilet paper
Use the
and our
goddamn toilet paper.
detergent, toothpaste.
My favorite quote from Jacob was like, "This is the first house I've ever lived in where there's always toilet paper." And I was like, I mean, I get that. I've been in a position where like, oh no, you know. But it's been a long time.
you guys definitely met me at the time of my life that it was a real pivotal moment of just, okay, we're leaving the early 20s and no more frat boy house. Art was, I was fortunate enough to have Art come help me move, and Art's pure disgust the entire time.
Not the entire time, but there was a horror. Maybe there may have been a war crime or two that was committed in that garage. I don't know what that smell was.
It was just one of those punk rock garages that were just, you know.
But I was waiting for a guy to have his penis tucked and come dance. That's what it smelled like in there.
God.
It was gross. So much so, and I was like, I'm not moving furniture through here, even though it's the most direct route. We're gonna go around. I'm gonna go around.
And all my roommates that were there too just watched us in shame, just because they all knew that Art was just judging the
Listen,
shit.
I've lived in filth, utter filth. I've passed out and woken up and had like a friend who's just been like taking mercy on me and like just cleaned my place. But it had been a very long time, and I don't know if I ever smelled that smell. I don't know how you guys did that, because you guys hung out in that was the smoking area.
Oh, for
right?
sure. I mean, that was
it was the smoking area. So
Yeah.
you know how I feel about smoke, but it was like the smoking area that no one ever cleared out. I was like,
I can't imagine Sarah. Sarah, I can't imagine you ever living in such places. I mean,
No.
you never had nasty roommate stories.
Here's the thing.
Have you been in Sarah's closet?
I've had a lot of roommates, like a lot of roommates over the years. And certainly there have been ones that have been less clean than other ones. But
That's clean.
yeah,
Very well put. We don't know who's going to see this.
I think you set a certain standard, right? Like there was never a dead animal smell anywhere that I ever lived.
There might have
Except
been
when we had a dead animal, and
there might have been a few missing kids in that garage that just were never found. I don't know, but it was pretty fucking ripe.
yeah, it was pretty. And it's one of those things where I'm sure where if you're in it all the time, you just don't smell it.
Well, yeah, it's
but
like
it
when
was
you're a kid.
overwhelming. Yeah,
It's
and
like
it
when
was,
you're a kid and like everyone has that.
how many
friend.
years ago was that? It was like
2016. Yeah. We all have that one friend growing up where it's just like, I don't want to go over to Tony's house because Tony's house fucking stinks. Like,
Take
you know-
care of your shit,
you know what I
Tony,
mean?
please.
Like, yeah, I'm just saying. Like, sometimes it's just, like, do you know what I'm talking about? Like, when you were a kid, like, there's always one friend's house. Because, like, everyone's house has a smell. You just don't smell it because you live there.
Sarah gets anxiety from like if there's chaos in a place. She's like,
Oh, God.
I gotta go.
Really?
Yeah, I'll just like sneak out of a place. Like if things are in disarray or, God forbid, smelly. Like
Yeah.
he knows. I'm just like, whoop,
Yeah.
like backing out. Bye, guys.
All right.
She comes into the office. Smells like boys in here. All right. Open up the windows.
Yeah, being a big boy definitely has the disadvantage of just, I always feel like I you know what I mean? Like I'm ruminating it or like marinating in something, even though I'm not. But like I have that thing, especially because I've always had the misfortune to have every single house I've ever moved in always faces the sun all day long. So it's like my room's always hot. So I self-consciously always think that that's mine. So I hope that I was pretty
I've
much looking for-
never thought of you as smelly. If that's what you're. No, I've never been like.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Likewise. I don't
No,
think
you're
of you
good.
as a smelly person.
Yeah. I was a little dopey, but I would like to hope that I was never
Dopey?
kind of like pig pen kind of thing.
No,
No, there was that one time that you tried to throw away my vase,
That's
but
true.
that's why you gotta bring that up. Hey.
but other than that,
I want you off my fucking shirt right now.
We'll be right back. Technical difficulties.
It's just Art and Sarah after
Yeah,
this.
just the table's got tape on it.
There's a hole in
Wow.
the wall. Yeah.
Kyle.
That was rough.
That escalated quickly.
So my husband Art.
episode 78, where someone got kicked off the podcast for the
shortest
first time.
episode ever. Yeah.
No, I'm just excited to not have just stinky roommates anymore. Like I am moving in with the old crew again, but we've all gotten older and understand that it's not a way to live anymore. And there's not even a garage to have a smelly garage
To
in
desecrate.
anymore.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you that I honestly think when I finally started talking to, like when I was dating, like especially even in California, like hearing women actually tell me just like you have to clean up. You know what I mean? Like it's like we have what's called standards now, and we're in our 20s, and we kind of know what we want now. And so we're not going to step foot in your fucking dungeon.
Disgusting.
Like
Yeah.
if you're, you know what I mean? If it's like shipped.
Your flop house.
We had a friend post something on Facebook, and it was a picture of him doing
It was
push-ups.
it was a video of him doing sexy push-ups.
Sexy
shirtless.
She's shirtless. He's fit guy,
And I said, you know what would make this video sexy? If he made his bed.
if he made his bed, it was great. I was like, damn, Sarah,
It's
vicious.
so crazy. I was just telling Sarah this too. It's just like I mean I'm like I look at like dating sites and stuff like that, and it's the same concept where I'm just like, dude, your bio is horrible, and the only pictures you have are just in your fucking disgusting room,
Your bathroom.
or your nasty car.
If I see one more mirror shot where there's toothpaste on the mirror, I'm over it.
Just play a game called Is It Toothpaste or Cum? I mean, it's just like
I know the answer. I can't come if I'm staring at my own face. Come on, man. I can't. I just look at myself and I go, And I just give up. Go to sleep. I'm going to order a pizza.
So you guys are fortunate enough to be married now, so it's like you guys don't even have to worry about that kind of stuff. But I've been going on there
Toothpaste.
I
just
definitely have to
judge.
worry about her walking into the bathroom watching me jerk off in the mirror for sure.
Are you a jerk off in the mirror kind of guy?
No. I don't even like looking at myself in the mirror, dude. I love jerk off. You crazy? What the fuck are you thinking
I had
about?
a classic comedy movie moment the other week. My phone turned off whilst I was masturbating, and the black screen with just like a, you know what I mean? Like it was just the most disgusting.
Oh, you look at porn on your phone?
Yeah, I can't. Like, no disrespect. I'm a huge believer that looking at pornography on a computer is an old man's thing.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I can't name a single friend who uses their actual computer to masturbate.
It's because you only need one hand to masturbate.
That's right. Yeah. Right. And it can't be my mouse clicking hand. So,
No.
but it was super embarrassing. And that was like the day that I was like, I've never felt more motivated.
You know
in my
why
life.
old people masturbate to computers? Because the fucking screen is too small for us to see what's actually going on.
Can't see
like, I
it.
don't, you know what? Forget it. Yeah, I know.
Can't see.
I'm just kidding.
You can't read the captions
I don't-
either.
Wait a minute.
They have captions? What the? I could have saved so many embarrassing moments. I would love to read through some porn. Now I can understand what those German ladies are saying.
If only I knew what they were saying. Be so much sexier.
Those aren't actual German words, by the way.
I can't come until I know why Olga's feeling how she's feeling.
Holy shit.
Oh my God, that was really
goodness.
good. Yeah. Subtitles.
Sometimes, this is the new.
You think I can get some? Can I get
the
some?
new Brazzers line that comes for the hearing
Can I get some,
impaired is
some
awesome.
ASL pornography? Maybe.
How soon are they going to fix the cable?
You know what I saw, and I think they need this for porn as well. It's not closed captioning for the hearing impaired. It's talk captioning for the viewing impaired. So you hear a voice say, "Man walks across the room, opens the door, and his wife walks in. David, what's going on?" And I was like, "Oh, it'd be perfect for porn for blind people. This is the fucking greatest thing."
Well,
And
we
I'm
have a
sitting in a
friend-
cardiologist's office when I'm thinking that.
We have a
I
friend
was
who
the youngest
listens to
person there
audio
by 40
porn.
years. Huh?
We have a friend who listens to audio porn.
We have a lot of strange friends.
Really?
It's true.
Who the fuck do I do I know this person?
Absolutely.
Was it who I think it is?
Absolutely.
So you guys are married, so you have that telepathic, like you. Yeah, I mean that's audio porn, just like erotic novels.
Is it our know-it-all? Is it our know-it-all friend?
Absolutely.
And we want to change our the talking robot lady's name to our friend's name because she's a fucking know-it-all.
So, she's actually.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. She's
I'm
I'm actually
actually-
master. Yeah,
I can't handle. Yeah, my patience is wearing thin.
She almost fell down and died here. I was like, oh God, if she dies, she's gonna haunt our house and just come around during Final Jeopardy and just always answer the question and judge us on our cooking.
I'm having chest pains. Actually,
I'm
you're
actually-
having cardiac arrest. Stupid.
Yeah, actually, that's an anxiety attack.
That's insane.
Yeah.
But yes, I don't know anyone that's my age group that watches pornography that way. I don't even think I did meet somebody at a bar that openly did say that is the most hipster thing I've ever heard is that he only uses VHS and DVDs to do it, and I was like,
And he only comes into his fucking copper mug.
and he's my age.
Sorry,
and
it's like a spittoon also.
but he was talking about it like a Wes Anderson just collection. He's like, yeah, I got. He knows a really good one. He's like, I watched this one and this. I'm just like, this is a real person.
VHS.
Yeah.
We passed by a Peep store earlier today
Peep
that had
store? You can buy Peeps. Is it like the
said
different new
Peep
flavors?
Store, and it said they had erotic tapes.
Wow.
Tapes?
Like reel to reel, like 8mm. Is this snuff?
There's a
There's
glory hole
snuff
in there for
movies.
sure.
Oh, okay.
Snuff
there's a fuzzy lipped glory hole in there for sure, dude. Yeah, there's a lot of So you guys live in Vegas now.
Yes.
And every time I come here, I'm starting to really understand just how much of a pearl clutcher I secretly am. Because it's just
Pro
like
what?
This like the pearl clutcher.
Pearl
just like,
clutcher.
Pearl
you know,
clutcher,
just like I can't. Like I thought that I could because like LA was fine. I remember the first day I was there, and I was like, oh, there's a couple dudes doing crack on the NoHo station. Like whatever, like that's cool, But like there's something about here, and I was telling Sarah about this. Is that the biggest bummer for me here is the duality of Vegas. So it's like all over. You've got come see this person. This is what the jackpot is. Oh, look at this buffet special. And then you have some dude out there who's just baked by the sun, hasn't even seen $1 in 80 years. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then so it's like you have
that's the warning sign for the other people. Like, this could be you.
Yeah, you want to see just free advertisement? It's the homeless people in Las Vegas for
they don't make the
addictions.
Hotels with the winners' money.
Right, that's true. But like, yeah, even like driving around with you today, we went to Fremont Street, and I just get bummed out. Like,
so I don't know if you know this, but Sarah used to deal blackjack at the
Hollywood
Park in Los Angeles while she was in college.
Cool.
So she knows better than to gamble. Like, she's like, the odds are stacked against you. Don't fucking do it. So every once in a while, if we go down to like the Strat or something, we came here one time. We're like, oh, $5 was like $5 craps or something cheap, unheard of. Happen to get a nice lucky streak. I'm up a couple $100. She comes in, yoink, she just takes it. Nope, we're out of here.
I'm just grabbing chips off the table.
That's a good wife, though.
No, it was
That's
good.
a
We walked
support
out of there.
system.
We walked out of there with a chunk of change. It was great. I'm still up on the Strat.
Yeah, we were talking before we came back of just like if you guys do very well for yourselves, but if
Don't
money,
say that. People start asking us to borrow money.
we
don't have any money.
If money genuinely was not like an issue, I was asking like, what do you think is like the one thing that you would just splurge on? And Sarah said that it would be food. Like,
Crypto.
So
Crypto.
Yeah. Dump, baby, dump. But I said that for me, it's like I just want to like. I hate that I feel like with the proper amount of money, I could get really into gambling. And it's the worst fucking feeling.
Well, and I said there's a psychology behind gambling, and there's a dopamine drop that happens when you win or think you win. There's studies that show that if you hit 4 of the 5 reels, that your brain hits
super
the same
excited,
dopamine reaction as if you had actually won.
So dumb.
And so if you bet $1, let's say you win 60 cents. You feel like you've had a win, even though you've lost 40 cents.
The numbers keep going down. Yeah, bookkeepers don't feel that way.
No, and I don't feel that way. So
I hate slot machines.
No matter what the payoff is, I never feel as if I'm winning when I'm gambling. The only winning you can do at gambling is if you can drink faster than the amount of money you're spending.
Right.
And if the off chance you hit one of those, like, hey, like my friend Armin came to town like a year ago, maybe over a year ago. He's like, hey, Artie, let's go play a little bit. All right. I don't want to play. We go to Cosmo. It's expensive. He sits down. He's down like $500 in an instant, like in less than an hour. It's like, oh, fuck. All right, let's take a break. We go sit at a, what do you call it? A slot machine. I'm going to give me $100. I don't have cash. I'll give you cash in a second. Put in $100 in the same slot machine he'd put in some money. As soon as I put it in, boom, $800.
Oh,
what the fuck?
man.
I give him $100 and I give him another $100 back.
Nice.
He's like, oh, you don't have to do that. I'm like, it's okay.
Something tells me I have to, man.
No, it's fine. I thought it was great, man. I just happy to win $700 in a minute.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I guess we're done for the day, and it was great.
Yeah, that's the thing is like that. The only thing I took from that story was the fact that in a minute I could win $700.
That's exactly right.
Yeah,
and
What about that claw thing?
Oh, dude.
I don't fuck with that. Did you win on that?
No, but have you seen that? No, dude. It was a we were
Claw
at
machine?
the D. We were at the D, and this dude it was
You like the D?
I wasn't a big fan of the D. It's too big. And there was this claw machine, like the kid thing, like with the little plushies.
I know,
and
yeah.
you literally like the bet was like $10, and then it reminded me of that casino in Family Vacation.
Vegas Vacation.
Very
Yeah,
this hand that hand, but the guy was just playing a skill crane, and it just dropped money balls into the thing. I'd never seen that before, and I was like, what a lazy way to gamble.
But it actually grabbed the ball. I thought it would just do like with the stuffed animal, just pull it up and nothing's there. But he actually several times grabbed a ball and he put in $10 and he had won $40 by the time we walked away. So
I did see War for the first time. I know this fucking dog. I know she wants the attention so bad.
No, she wants dinner.
Oh, she wants dinner. Is she hungry? Do we need to take a break? Feed her?
No. She's going to have to wait.
Yeah, she just wants.
Please, after these messages.
Just wants to be on a podcast.
I don't care who it is. Just someone needs to fucking feed me right now. That's funny. You guys are the proud mom and dad of 3 beautiful Aussies.
Yes.
And it's one of my favorite reasons for coming here, because I love to see them too, and they're super sweet and kind. And
Well, Missy loves you so
I
much.
know, and
Yeah.
no, man, but it's just crazy. Like I did see War. The first time today I saw War.
Oh, yeah, I
could
saw it
not
for
believe,
real.
I could not believe that also War was in the casino. Like, that's so insane.
I agree.
I mean, are there any other crazy games? Like, I mean, like, it's just like, at this point, really, is it just where's the fucking ball in a cup? Like,
They have Battleship. You can play Battleship against the other guy.
yeah.
Like tic-tac-toe against the dealer.
No, and I know that you guys tend to. I mean, you guys are, I don't know. Would you consider yourself like a foodie too? I mean, you guys kind of know
No.
your way around places where you guys.
No, I'm
move.
not a foodie. I don't have the refined taste. I have a very limited palate.
So, but I guess what I'm getting to is that you
I just
guys-
follow her along, and I
That's
ask
great. I
what
would do
kind
the
of
exact
pants
same.
I need to wear.
Yeah, yeah.
I need to wear pants to this place. Jeans, okay.
And I say, please wear your nicest basketball shorts.
I like it.
Your
Yeah.
fanciest
Put some
basketball
put
shorts.
some boxes on this time.
Oh, the ones with pockets,
Yeah.
so I can carry my wallet.
Exactly.
But he does lovingly hold up the plates of food for me to take pictures
Oh
of.
yeah, it's very.
Oh, that's nice. That's a very sweet thing.
It was. We were at some fancy place, and she's like, I'm trying to take a picture in direct light, so I just kind of lift one side of it. She's taking a picture of it, and I hear from the left side, you support her like that? You hold her plate like that? I look over, and it's this lady in like a
Full tilt poker.
Full Tilt Poker sponsorship shirt. She's a poker player.
Her name's like Pam. or
Yeah, and she's sitting with 3 other people, her guy, obviously. And I look over, and then dude is looking at me like this. and I'm holding the plate, and I was like, yeah, I support it like that.
I do.
In my head, I was like, man, I eat ass. I do more than hold the plate.
Yeah, dude,
It's fine.
Why don't you tell?
I'm kidding,
Why
I
don't
don't
you tell
hold
your
plates.
wife to come over? I'll hold her fucking plate too.
Yeah.
You loser.
Yeah. What do you do?
You guys do have quite the amazing dynamic that I do love.
It's pretty rad.
You guys have been married now for
5 years.
5 and change, yeah.
Proposed through Cards Against Humanity. That was pretty fucking sweet. I
Yeah.
always
True.
love that story. She read the cards wrong. Love that story.
Yeah, she didn't read the
Well,
cards.
they couldn't
They
hand them
they
to
weren't
me
in the right order.
That's right.
So that was the best part about it. She was on the third.
Right.
She was on the third word,
Right.
and I was down
so
on my
confused
knees. Yeah.
because I thought I've played this game a million times and I've never seen the card you or will before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I got to Mary and was like, oh,
Yeah.
I see what's going on.
We were already getting married. There wasn't an official proposal. We already had the ring that we picked together. I just told the jeweler to text me saying, hey, it's going to be another week before the ring gets here, when I actually had the ring. So we had game
smart.
night at the house, game night. Usually on a Wednesday night, game night, we'd have 4 people maybe
Yeah.
come over. This time there was like 16 people.
This is what I mean.
She's
did you? In all honesty, I mean, did you feel like
No.
something? Not at all.
I'm
No.
just dumb.
You just got bamboozled that easy.
She
I
was
thought,
just so
wow,
jazzed. 16 people showed up on a Wednesday.
Have no plans tonight.
Including my sister and her husband, who have 2 toddlers. Like, yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Just
Arden,
gonna-
what's your
who's
mom
gonna
doing
sit
here,
her?
dude?
yeah,
Fuck.
yeah.
That's awesome.
So yeah, and I didn't shave or put on anything fancy, so she wouldn't get tipped off.
He didn't put on his nicest basketball
No.
shorts.
Tactical pants.
yeah, tactical pants.
My alpha male pants.
To hold a ring.
Yes.
That's right.
And that's so awesome. I always geek about you guys. I love you guys very much, and just how cool and in sync you guys are. You're both your own business owners, and that's super incredible. I'm working on something like that of myself. I'm getting there. But
great.
you guys have been pretty well established for quite some time. And so, we were talking about this at snack time, whatever you want to call it today, where kids today. I feel like I have to start riffing because I have this microphone, so it's hard to not, no, like we were just having this talk about how it's like the older I get, like it's just like I have friends or just associates that just kind of suck to talk to. You know what I mean? Or it's just like, oh, dude, I'm doing this and this and this and this. It's like, what are you up to? It's like, well, first of all, I hate my life because of this, and this, and nothing I'm gonna say is positive. Good to see you, man.
they just suck the energy right out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be careful how many of those people you hang out with. They will suck the fucking energy right out of you.
I've been so shocked at people who will just say that's like, oh, like that's so great that you're doing it. But it's like, now I'm starting to think, are you doing this out of spite? Like are you not stoked on this? Like, because I grew up in this weird generation. I don't know about you guys, but it's like in high school, especially, it was very like, I was in that band in high school and I loved it and stuff like that. But it's like then you had friends that were like, what are you trying? You know what I mean? Ugh, what do you care? Like, that's so cringe, Jacob. Like, what do you
so cringe?
And that's how I'm starting to feel now. So it's like when I look and see like all the cool stuff you guys have going on, or like all the things that you guys are doing, like it's fucking sweet, man. I mean, I'm really happy for you guys.
There's a trick. You have to associate yourself with people who are not only happy for you, they're also motivated people, like-minded people, right? So, there's an old Chris Rock joke, like you can't have a Christian and a crackhead. You know what you're gonna do? I'm gonna hit the rock. I'm gonna go to church. Like it's just not gonna work. So for instance, for us, we're fortunate. I mean, it was blind luck that we met, right? But we're fortunate that we have a similar type of drive and interests. We're social. She's more social than I am. I'm retreating to more and more to the house.
She exhausts the hell out of me. Some of the things that you do, Sarah, some of the things that you're doing are consistent. I was like, oh my God.
And then she's like, my mom is so busy and she's all retired. I'm like, yeah, I wonder where you get that. Fucking. She's like, I'm gonna apply to go to Oxford. I was like, what are you talking about? Why? I don't know. It's one of the only fucking Ivy League schools I haven't gone to. I'm like, what the fuck?
Jeez.
You gonna go to Oxford? Yeah.
You were a real Renaissance woman too. I mean, you've done so much in your life. I mean,
I hear you're kind of a badass.
Yeah, you are kind of a badass.
This guy said this to her after knowing her for a decade. He's like, I hear, wow, you're kind of a badass. And she was just like, like now, today you say this, it's great.
Yeah, cool. Thanks.
It's funny.
Yeah. So,
I do a lot of stuff. But I think that's the thing. It's like we motivate each other. We encourage each other. We're inspirational to each other, but also we have...
She's got a whiteboard.
I have many whiteboards.
It's a motherfucking whiteboard day.
It's a secret, dude. You got to have whiteboards.
You have friends that you look up to
Right.
also. You have those people in your life who... There's a mutual admiration society. You've all got cool stuff going on, and it's like, oh, I want to do that. I want to have that thing. I want to go to that place, and that's
She
exciting.
wants to go to all the places.
You can't always be the person that is going to the cool place.
Yeah.
You gotta know other people that are going to other cool places.
I like it though because I just like to glob off of that, and now I know all the cool stuff from my friends that you don't know about. But then they're like, oh wow, Jacob, how'd you find this place? I'm like, I just fucking this little gem, I fucking found it. But it's like you're kind of like my what was that old service? Ask Jeeves. You're kind of like my Ask Jeeves.
Wow.
Wow.
Thanks.
It's really taking it back.
Yeah, So now when I'm in Vegas, I can tell people, hey, you know what we're gonna do? Not go to fucking Fremont.
No.
Well, if you like
Don't go to-
mullets.
Yeah.
There was,
If you come to Vegas, you should go to the Arts District instead of.
3 times I've been here and still have I yet to do that.
It's very close to Fremont, but it's a little more local. It's a little more low key, and it's a little more cool. Yeah. Like they're real local bars.
Yeah.
Not like
Casino bars.
$72 drinks bullshit with their volcano coming out of it, or and there's no gimmicky thing. You go to a place, you get a nice drink.
Yeah.
Great little ice cream joints, Chinese food, outstanding. Chinatown's great.
What I wasn't a fan of is that all the I guess you call them showgirls that were there.
Just walking around.
Well, not all of them, in one way, shape, or form, grabbed me.
They all grabbed you?
Yes, while we were doing our thing. Today.
But I must have been in front of you because
Yeah.
I didn't see this.
No,
And
like when we went to get
The ones that want to take pictures with you for
but
money, they're very aggressive.
Because my big thing is like that's my biggest. Oh no. Like
Don't
if I don't
touch.
fucking know you, especially like don't touch me. Don't touch like especially like don't touch my face. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, wait, who
dude.
touches someone's face?
Well, I know, but like so when we were going to the little taco thing, it's like they're like, oh, you want a picture? I'm just like, no, thank you. And then she just like with a little bit of weight behind it, it's just like pulling on my arm. I was about to be like, don't touch me. Like I was just like, oh. I mean, they're out there hustling. I mean, I guess you got to appreciate the hustle a little
hard
bit. I mean, that's
work,
what
yeah.
I'm fucking. I mean, in a weird way, that's kind of like what we're all doing, right? But we're just.
I'm not touching people though.
Yeah, we're definitely not doing
that woman
that.
also had her fishnets on over her underwear.
Rookie mistake.
So,
Ooh.
I know.
and she's a professional. So,
Rookie
rough
mistake.
one, rough
How
one.
frustrating is that? Actually,
Yeah, it's not a good move. It's not a good look.
That's like a stripper, actually, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But the
I'm not a
wit-
stripper. I've never been a stripper. Let me just preface it by saying
Only
that
a
right
stripper
now.
would say something like that,
sounds like
Sarah.
something. Yeah. You're either a narc or you are a stripper.
You know, I want to be a stripper even hard. I want to strip harder. What?
Yeah. But on the opposite spectrum, I felt too poor to be at the Win today. I'll tell you. I went through all
Should
those
have gone to
shops
the
and-
lose. No? All right. It was coming. Everyone knows it was
I
coming.
like that one. That was good.
Thank you.
But like, no,
They're
it's
all
pretty
the
crazy. It's just exhausting to be here sometimes. Like seeing like
It's an overwhelming amount of stuff.
it's so
There is-
overstimulating.
yeah.
Like I understand why people need to be intoxicated and just you know what I mean? Because like sober, I stress out. I don't like it. Like even I mean, I know it was a weekend and it's football and stuff like that, but when we went to the Sahara for that Raiders game, I didn't like it because there's just like there's so many people everywhere. And then there's noises and there's me, and then there's you know what I mean? It's just
There's always a guy who is way too into the game. Though, wow, woo, ah, at people. Like you're not even just yelling at the TV, but yelling at other people.
Yeah.
Like, all right, man. Like,
yeah, it's me.
just,
Yeah, I'm that fucking
it's
guy.
all good. Do you?
No,
do you do
sometimes.
that?
You're not that guy.
No, I'm not that guy.
I hope not.
I do it not in like bars.
Do whatever you want at your house.
Oh yeah, my home. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Because people just get into fights, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not. I like football. I'm not getting into a fight because of a football.
I don't
team.
think I
Just
ever.
not
I don't think I ever told her this story ever because I was so embarrassed about it. But when me and Allie were living together during football season, we had a neighbor that lived behind us. And I'm taking the trash out one time, and the guy would always be like, "You good? Like, how you doing? I'm good." He's like, "Are you good?" Like he would ask those questions. Like, yeah. I thought he was just like, oh, maybe it's hot outside. So he was just like, yeah, okay. And one time I go out there, it's a true story. One time I go out there and he goes, hey man, what's going on? It's like, no, what are you talking about? It's like nothing. He's like, you're yelling. Like who are you yelling at in there? I'm not yelling at anybody. He thought I was fucking yelling at Allie. Like I was like
Oh, you were yelling at the TV?
at the TV 'cause
That's
I'm like
amazing.
stupid fucking piece of shit.
Oh my
Fucking-
god!
like, I'm like,
the guy was
fuck.
gonna be good guy with a gun.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm
bro.
yeah, first of all, stay the fuck out of it, dude. Like,
That's funny.
Like, I was like, no, I don't hit my girlfriend. Like, I'm watching fucking football.
Even when the Raiders lose, which is a lot.
Which is a lot, yeah. But no, I can be that guy. In public, though, I have too much. What do you call it? Social contract.
Sure.
I did fall down in a bar recently, though. That was a little bit.
Fall down
Wow.
drunk.
Yeah.
We were fall down drunk.
was fall down
Yeah.
drunk,
How old are you again?
28.
No, that's fine. You're still within.
What's the threshold for that?
I don't know, but 28 is reasonable to me. Let me see. Hold on.
Well, when's the last time you were falling
The
down?
last time I did that was in Vegas, and so 07, 2011. So it would have been 30 or 31, maybe 32. I'd been sober for like 4.5 years, and completely sober. And me and my friends gonna go to Vegas. 4 of us total, and we go to some bar. And we have VIP status because some guy's got some guy's business card. I still don't know who it was, but it was
Hell
like
yeah.
they'd let us in wherever. I proceed to get shit faced
Right.
to the point where I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Pour me a real shot. And
Yeah.
the bartender's like, are you sure? I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm that guy. He pours me the shot. I drink the shot and I projectile vomit it onto the guy.
And where was this in Vegas?
I think it was at a bar in Luxor. And the guy goes, he's got this like stunned whole, what the fuck are you gonna just, I just remember seeing this like guy questioning every decision he had made to end up there at that time as I fell. As I'm on the ground, like trying to hold the bar, giant security guard. Hey man, can't be doing that here. As if I'm like doing it on purpose. This is how I party on the ground here on the floor.
I got you. This is how we
Woo,
do
it's the
This is how we
greatest
do
night of
it,
my
baby.
life.
Yeah, this is how we fucking do it. Well, you guys don't do this at the
Yeah,
Luxor?
man, come down here. It's awesome.
Yeah, come on,
So
dude.
he goes, you need some help? I go, yeah, I need some help. He goes, all right, wait here.
Oh, we're gonna get you some help.
He goes, I'm gonna go get a wheelchair. As he's walking away, I go, you have a wheelchair? He stops. He looks back. He goes, yeah. Like, I'm not carrying your fat ass out of here, you dummy. By the way, they have an army of fucking wheelchairs. They have so many wheelchairs.
it.
And the good news about getting escorted out of a hotel casino in Las Vegas with a wheelchair is you get to skip the taxi line. They take you to the front. They
Yeah.
pour you into the
There you
fucking
go.
taxi.
Yeah.
Take this
Hashtag
motherfucker
live.
back.
You guys heard it here first. You guys want to
Life hacks.
get blackout drunk.
Blackout drunk.
When was the last time you felt like were a fall over?
I was 30. It was crazy.
I don't think I've ever fallen over.
Okay.
I did have an
No, blackout?
accidental. I did have an accidental
A
dance
whoopsie
party.
doodle.
What happened?
We were having a New Year's Eve party, and
At Sarah's house in Van Nuys.
Okay.
yes, and this was before we were dating,
Yes. We were friends.
and
I think we were banging around maybe. I don't remember. It's all blurred
Sorry,
together.
you're my wife. I could say that. It's fine.
And we had a great party. Everything was wonderful. I said, I'm really tired. I'm going to go take a shower. And that was it. I went and took a shower.
But that was not it. But wait, there's more. So what happens is Sarah says, I'm going to take a shower to someone. I don't know who she said it to. It wasn't me. Because Sarah disappeared for a minute, came back with her hair wrapped in a towel, clearly had taken a shower, in a black negligee, like nightie, like a slip type thing. Hey guys, she comes out and she's got a smile on her face, and there's like 15 people, 12 people, I don't know, left at the party. And it's well after midnight. And Up All Night to Get Lucky comes on. That Pharrell song is brand new. And Up All Night to Get Lucky.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, oh shit, dance party, everybody. She decides it's a dance party.
I grabbed
Guys,
everyone by the hand.
You don't know that. You don't know that. She doesn't know this part.
I don't know. I've only heard this story.
According to me, which I'm the witness, other witnesses too, obviously, she goes to each person. Not a single person is allowed to be seated. Up All Night to Get Lucky. Everyone dances. It's a glorious time. It's fun. Whatever.
Yeah.
Party ends. Everyone goes home. Sarah goes to bed. I come back the next day to help clean up a little bit because I was lit too. I was like, man, good party last night. She goes, yeah, it was great. I said, man, that dance party at the end was real fun. She goes, what do you mean? I go, what do you mean? What are you? She goes, what are you talking about? I go, Up All Night to Get Lucky. Everyone's dancing. She goes, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. I'm like, what do you mean? You went, you took a shower, you came back out with the nightie. She goes, oh, that's all I remember is taking a shower. I was like, what? I said, yeah, it was like a 10-minute interaction with no less than 10 people, full conversations, interaction, and then, good night, everybody, and then was out. Doesn't remember that whole.
If you're gonna be a blackout drunk, though, isn't
You were-
that the way
you
to
were-
do it?
Honestly,
I-
that's how you killed it. You
Right?
didn't,
Yeah, that was some ambient shit. It wasn't. I was
Yeah.
like, are you sure you were not
But it wasn't
ambient?
like sending emails to people in the middle of the night.
No,
It
there's
was
been,
pretty interesting. That was fun.
there was a special, I would say there was a special euphoric aura of that house because I don't think I've ever had the best highs or the best buzzes that weren't in that house. And I remember before I said, I want to press.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I want to say for a fact before I continue, Art and Sarah allowed me to have essentially as much beer and weed as I wanted. On record, you guys did say. So there were times where you guys weren't there. And I wasn't going to do comedy shows or whatever like that. So I was just like, I was going to stay home, smoke some weed, and fucking drink beers.
I would say we're poor role models, but I think that's actually the epitome of great
I
role
was home.
models.
Yeah, I was home. I was safe. You know, you incentivized me not to spend money. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
hey. So, but I remember it's right when you guys got Missy because
I'm not a role model.
Missy was a puppy when I moved in because you guys got her and then a few days later I moved in or like a month or so. Anyways,
You and Missy grew up together.
oh for sure, 100%. And I remember there was one time. No one was home, but like when no one was home, just like I do in all my other homes, I just walk around in my underwear because I can hear you guys come up. My door was right, or my window's right by the front. You know, so yeah, it was nature boying it. You know, and I remember I walked outside into the living room, and when Missy was a puppy, she had to have clothes on her for the listeners because she has a burn on her back. And so you had to keep it covered, but it was the fucking cutest thing of all time because she had little fucking tutus, you know. And I remember I'm fucking lucid, you know what I mean? Like I'm just like kind of like, you know. I look right at her and she's just doing the, you know, the little dog thing. She stretches and she yawns. I start crying. fucking hysterically.
Ugly crying?
Dude, no. And I pick her up. I'm holding her like fucking Circle of Life Simba. And I'm just like doing this. Like, I just would fucking die for you. And it's just like, it was so therapeutic. And it's just like, that's not the only time I cried intoxicated in that house. Like, it was such a great
How
house.
am I hearing about this just now?
Because
That's
I
great.
don't want to tell you guys that. It's just, but like, no, man, that house is great. So I think there was something in that house that just channeled the aura. Because that's a great blackout drunk story.
Well, you know, I wish I had a falling down story, but I just don't. I handle it. You know,
Handles her shit.
I think the drunkest I've ever
She
seen.
did do a little too much GHB one time.
we don't need to talk about that.
Yeah, we do. Contrary to my fucking suggestion, I was like, hey, maybe half a dose. She goes, no, I want the full dose. I was like, all right. I was like,
To his credit, he did not tell me what to do.
no, I
right?
said, this is how you're gonna learn.
I said,
oh, don't do that again.
no,
She doesn't. She's
I
never.
want to do it, and he said, all right.
Yeah, she's
Your
never.
choice.
She's never vomited from GHB again.
Yeah, you fucking learned that lesson.
I don't think I've ever taken it again.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I never
That
did
was
it.
that was
like-
way back then. The statute of limitations is over on that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
never
Sorry,
good.
Mom.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, if your mom watches this,
No,
podcast,
I've had so many guests. Like
you'll be like, that was Arden's GHB.
I've had, yeah, I do know. I've had so many guests because I make people sign things that just are just like, look, I can post this any way I want to. You know, like if something really bothers you, that's fine. Like I can work around it, but I'm not gonna spend hours because you have like 7 things you wish you didn't say.
Oh,
So
no.
it's funny, we at our wedding just didn't let people take the microphone. We had our maid of honor and our best man, and we were the only 2 people who were allowed to
he
take
was
the
there.
mic.
Yeah.
Because we didn't want anybody
I'm
else
talking shit. Do
saying
not
anything.
hand the fucking microphone to these people.
Give people a bunch of alcohol and then give them a mic and
You
let them go
couldn't
crazy
even
in front
hear
of
my
your
best
family.
man anyway.
No
Yeah.
thanks.
No one could hear my best man speak anyway.
That was a great wedding too. You guys put on a really good wedding.
Thank you.
Especially all that great advice you got on
Oh my
women.
god, yeah. No, some of your friends. I love a lot of them. Some of them are very questionable, and I mean, I don't know if I feel like at the time that I said that they're questionable, I don't know if they're even like friends. I feel like there's many times where I brought up people and you're like, yeah, we don't talk to them anymore. But there's been a lot of situations. You know, like you said, me and Missy grew up. It's like I learned a lot of like adult life experiences, like living with you guys, and I was just like, this is how adults are, and some of them are kind of fucking assholes, just like.
Oh yeah.
And I hung out with comedians every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's
so-
funny. We had someone come here just this last weekend, and they said, girl in her early 20s, she said, I've never been to a party before where people haven't fought.
And get into a fight, or there wasn't a fight at the party.
And I
Or at a
thought,
party, I was like, oh
and I
yeah.
was like, wow, we don't do that. Like that's.
I've been to plenty of
not
parties
just
where there's
Arden
a
and I,
fight,
but our group of friends, like the extended group. We don't. There's no.
We
one's
just block each
fighting
other
at a
on
party.
Facebook instead. We're just super passive.
Unfriend, block.
Unfriend block.
Yeah. That's how you do it now. Because you
Keyboard
you could
warrior.
live in fear now in 2023. I don't even have to fucking deal with you anymore. I could just boom, fucking done with
Yeah.
that shit. That's great. No, I mean you guys have a great dynamic. You guys keep good people around you, and it brings you to the success that you guys have today. I mean, I love my roommates. But I sure as hell hate that they're my roommates. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's kind of the fucking goal, is to not have that happen. I beat myself up. Like when Allie and I like broke up. That was hard because I did have to go move back in with my mom and stuff like that. But I think the whole thing is that I'm just trying desperately to you just gotta bounce back. Like they always say, like, oh, you can't get any lower than this. A, I don't believe that because I was
sure
just on
can.
fucking Fremont Street today, and B. It's up to you to kind of, get back up there. We've all gone through some pretty crazy things in our lives that essentially would you could say maybe like if I did this a different way, like I would not be where I am today, And so,
At 35, I lived with my mom.
Not
It's
'cause
also
I
not
wanted
an
to.
up trajectory.
right,
There's a lot of up, down, up, down, up, down.
yeah,
I certainly have been at low spots in my life that weren't, just an up and down, having successes and failures, strikes and gutters, man.
yeah.
Strikes and gutters.
Strikes and
People
gutters.
see whatever, if you want to call it success. I don't know if I'm successful or whatever, but I'm certainly in a better place than I was I've grown
Yeah.
over the years, right? So, you have to plan it. People are like, man, you made a decision. I didn't make a decision. I made a million decisions,
Yeah.
a million sacrifices. And people will be like, oh, you're an overnight success. I've been doing what I've been doing. Boring work. It's not the
Right.
most exciting work. Bookkeeping isn't like, woo, fucking bookkeeping.
Right.
It's not. But it's tedious. It's monotonous work. But it's 10 million times better than working for someone else. Right. I never want to have a boss again.
Right. And that was the big thing that I kind of
That's
wanted
it.
to kind of like, kind of focus on for the end here is so I love saying that phrase to both of you because both of you give me the same reaction, which is like, no, who the fuck wants to work for somebody else?
Oh, no.
You know what I mean? And that's ultimately the goal, speaking for me, I'm in that really hard stage where it's like, I do have a real big boy job, but what I want to do is picking up, but it's not enough to where I can quit the job.
Right.
So I'm juggling two. So,
There's that tough time where you have to, well, first of all, you have to figure out a couple things. What is your number? What is your freedom number, they call it? Like if you want to talk to these motivational speakers type of thing, like what do you need to make to be able to walk away from your job, even if it means you taking a little dip? Mm-hmm. You're not going to make the same as the job maybe, but the upside potential is so much higher, right? So if you stay at the job, maybe next year you get a promotion, you get a 20% raise. Even if you're making, I don't know what you make, but let's say $50,000 a year just to say it's a nice even number. You make 10% more, which is a great raise. That's $5,000. Mm-hmm. In my business, if I made $5,000 more a year, if I made 10% more a year, I'd fucking smash my face against the fucking wall. If I'm not making 25% growth a year, there's a problem. Yeah. 10 years in a row, I've had no less than 25% growth. And that's just natural growth. And you get that from doing good work at a good price. You don't want to be the cheap photographer, the cheap this.
Well, that was the conversation that you and I were having before I came here.
Never be that guy. Let someone else be that guy.
And Sarah too. I mean, you guys have both, because that's my biggest Achilles heel is asking people. Mm-hmm. Like we were talking on the way to do the shoots today. You're like, well, I have this design in mind. I want to reach out to people, but it's, I don't want to do too much, but I also hate telling my friends, like, this is what I want. It's hard, like I did work for you, this weekend, and, I'm very excited to do that kind of stuff. Even that, I mean, it's hard.
There's a huge difference between cost and value, right? When you know that what you're offering someone has a certain value to it, then there's no question about cost. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. And I think you get to a certain point where you've done enough work that you never have to question what the price is. And for me, when people come to me, and certainly there are people that say, you know what, it's too expensive, I can't afford it. And my answer is always the same. I say, I totally understand. Go with something that you can afford right now. And when you're ready, come back to me and we'll have that conversation.
She makes them feel like they're not, like, you're just not ready for me yet. It's a great move, by the way.
That's a solid move.
It's
honestly,
a solid move.
I was
it's
like,
a power
whoa.
move.
Like
It's a power move.
Yeah, man. If someone told me that,
it works every time.
As soon as I hang up that phone, I'd be like, oh fucking A, man.
Yeah,
like,
how do I work with this person?
Right.
What do you mean I'm not ready? I'm ready.
Right.
Yeah, it's 99. I always say the same thing. She was actually telling me, like, I tell my clients, like, how much to charge, and charge a little more. So you need to charge a little bit more. You're not charging enough money. I said, man, if I charge more money, I might lose some clients. Okay, but the clients I keep pay me more money, so I do less work for more money still. So it's worth it. And I keep giving everyone this number. If you charge $400 for a job and you have 5 jobs, that's $2,000. If you raise your rates to $500 for that same job, one of those clients might be like, that's too expensive for me. They leave. Now you only have 4 jobs, but you still made $2,000. You had 20% less work for the same money, right?
I like those odds.
That's the numbers you want. So what happens with me, because I have returning customers every year, my lowest paying customers and my lowest paying clients and my more problem clients, I always try and weed them out. Either price them out or raise their prices. Most of the time they will be like, okay, no problem. They'll go with the price raise. But every once in a while, I'll be like, can't do it, and they'll leave. And I love letting those people go.
Oh, I'm sure it's a great feeling. I'm
It's
sure.
a great
I'm sure
feeling.
you've experienced the same
Yeah.
too.
Well,
It's
you know,
uncomfortable at first, but
Martin probably gets tired of hearing me say it, but it's like it all comes down.
I do.
It all comes down to your Ests, right? Like,
Yeah.
what are you the best
Oh,
at?
actually, I like that one.
What's your EST?
Right.
Like, are you the fastest? Are you the smartest?
Sexiest.
Are you the
Sexiest.
most diverse? Are
Right.
you the sexiest?
In the podcast game, I am. I know that for
Diversest.
sure. Yeah.
What's the S?
Right.
Wokest. Are you the wokest?
Because you can be an right? You can be
Right.
faster, better, cheaper, but is Disneyland the happier
Place on Earth?
Oh,
No, it's the happiest place on Earth.
I like that.
Right? Is Walmart the cheaper? No, it's the cheapest.
Right.
Right? Like you got to have that est. And when you have that est, then price is not an issue.
Is Jacob the sexier Santoro? No.
Sexy est.
Well, yeah.
Absolutely.
I got Danny DeVito on my thigh. I am the sexiest Santoro.
That's going to be the outtake, right?
Yeah.
Me just saying Jacob is the sexiest.
I'm gonna put that on my soundboard tonight. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. And he's just going to call me and play
Oh,
it.
when we first started doing this and like I started putting so much money into this, I'll tell you that my favorite fucking form of just Fox gotcha journalism was just taking sound clips of this show and putting it on the soundboard. Like one of my favorite clips of all time is just where it's so out of context, but having a sound clip of Christian that just says, "I hate women, Jacob," is so fucking funny to me.
That's great.
So yes, of course, I love doing that stuff. But no, I mean, it's just like with this kind of stuff. I mean, this is for me. I don't. This isn't a service. You know what I mean? So this is where it's hard because it's for me. You know, but I'm trying to do other things, photography and more production stuff. And so when it comes to having this is what I offer at a fair rate. I mean, you cut me off. You're just like, dude, I'm gonna stop you right here. Like the fact that you're not charging this much an hour, like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, this $99.99 mentality, like I don't like that. $100. And that weeds out some people. It always weeds out the fucking cheap assholes.
Right.
I just hate cheap people. You don't have money, I understand that. But I see guys with millions of dollars and they're trying to nickel and dime you. I'm like, you know what, dude? I don't want your fucking money. It's like a super hot girl with a really shitty attitude. It's like, you do anything to fuck me. I'd be like, I can't. I will throw your ass out of here. Get your nasty fake Gucci person. Go. Fake ass.
I'm gonna go home to my wife.
No. It's a metaphor.
That totally didn't happen while I was getting
and
dinner
in
on
this
the way
metaphor,
here.
I don't have a wife, Jacob. Thank you for ruining it.
I've shattered the illusion. Yeah, no, for sure. No, it's the hardest thing to sell yourself. I'm a very outgoing person. I have no problem with public speaking.
You know what's great practice? Being a drug dealer. It's great practice to sell yourself. You don't have to sell shit. I don't recommend it, but I'm just saying.
Also, you can just hire a marketing executive. You
Same thing.
don't need to sell yourself.
Right.
Just, get someone else to do it for you.
Do the same. It's like a hype man.
Just saying.
Yo, my man right here. Hype
Your
you
wife
up.
is so incredible. Your wife just found the perfect way to segue into what the fuck she's got going on.
Yeah.
Over
and
there.
now brought to you by our real sponsor.
Swag, it looks like you're
Deluxe. And just a business card just comes up.
Swag, it looks like you're having a hard time. It looks like if only you knew somebody who could help you with this.
If you could
It's
just
like-
take it to the next level, what would you want to do? Well, let's call this number.
Yeah.
Fucking awful.
No, and you're really good at doing that too. You know what I mean? I mean, you guys are real. I mean, you guys kill it. And even though that, Art, you say that it's not the most exciting business, but you still do a great job at it. And,
Yes.
and just like you, like all the things, like you, like I really mean it when I say it. She's like, I am so like in awe of the things that you, Sarah, have accomplished, and like just all the stuff that you do is insane. Like you're the most people person I've ever met in my life. Like
The peopleest.
Like you are the most interesting woman. You should have your Dos Equis commercials. You know what I mean? Like
I love it.
yeah,
Tres X.
pussy power. We
The
have one more to that one,
mostest,
yeah.
the mostest interestingest women.
the mostest interestingest woman in the world
is yeah. It's over the top.
Yeah, so we were shooting some stuff for your business. So yeah, go ahead and talk about that for a little bit.
Well, so I'm launching a new business, and yeah, and
Closer to the mic.
launching a new business, Brand Deluxe, and we're a branding and marketing agency. I ran a creative agency years ago. For the last X number of years, I've worked in corporate, and it's been great. There's been a lot of really rewarding things about it. However, I love being my own woman.
Right.
The mostest, interestingest, womanist in the worldest.
Yeah.
In the world of marketing, yeah.
And so I'm heading back that direction. And so all of the kind of launch that goes with that, right? There's a lot that goes into it. It's not, you don't just push a button and magically business appears.
That's what I do. I get it.
You know,
Right.
you'd be the most interesting woman in the World Wide Web.
There you go.
Yeah,
Bada
you
boom.
can have that one.
So,
That's yours.
you know, here we go with a completely untested e-commerce platform for a service business that has never existed before and might not work. But that's what being an entrepreneur is, right? Is that you step out there with something that might not work
Right.
and that you believe in and have a vision for and a passion for and are willing to, you know, put your money where your mouth is and say, this is different.
That's right. Absolutely. All I ask is that if I ever have to help with, again, I just want, who's the guy, who's the artist that did the Facebook stuff and they gave him stock options? David Cho, is that his name? Oh yeah, no, I just want stock options next time. So instead, you know.
Rest invest,
right.
dude. Rest
Right.
invest.
Absolutely. I think if it's one thing that we could take from this episode, given that we're in Vegas, is that you should bet on yourself. Aw. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, there goes all the fucking steam out of my set.
We're not ending like this.
Yeah, cool. A hype man job. What are you doing?
Yeah, that was great. That was a great job.
think
Now, let's
we
talk
all
about
agreed
my
that-
business. If you guys want to really bring it
Yeah, I
down,
know.
and tell you what I've been doing for 10 years.
Surprise!
It's
This
so
is a
exciting.
whole hour and a half dedicated to arts, business,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
bookkeeping.
yeah.
I think
So
we all
this is
agreed
not
that
a-
I was the hype man here.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is true.
All hype.
I gotta
So
say
I
though,
think what it all comes back around to is Jacob is the sexiest.
that's right.
Well,
Absolutely.
that's for sure.
That's for sure. Of course.
And I didn't get to talk shit about any of the Santoros. We're going to leave without that.
Hillary was so sweet. She was like, "Just don't make fun of your dad." I was like, "Why would I make fun of my dad?"
No, I leave my making fun of your dad to in person.
No, but I was
Because
just
it's
like,
all mellow. Because he's just so chill. He doesn't
you know what makes
he
me
doesn't
think-
come back with anything.
That's
He
what I'm saying.
doesn't-
So you know what makes me think
like,
that is that Hillary 100% told my dad that I was going to Vegas, and it made me feel like my dad totally told Hillary that if we were going to do a show, that they might say something about him. So she called me and was like, "Don't bully your dad." I was like, "I don't bully my fucking dad. I love my
not
dad."
much to bully your dad about. Your
Why
dad's
would
a sweet
anyone
guy.
bully him?
know.
Like,
We
why
don't-
would anybody bully any of them? They're
Eric, he's so
fantastic.
quiet, nice, and mellow.
What a loser.
Known him my whole life.
No,
Dick.
my uncle on the other hand. No, I'm just- we'll save that one for later. That's the
And-
therapy episode. Yeah.
They're
But-
so nice that we wanted them to come to Hawaii with us.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you guys
cool.
went to Hawaii with my parents.
Actually,
and
We did.
It looked really amazing.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was great.
I mean, you've been in my life before I was even born. Art.
Yes,
You are
yes.
my father's best friend for people
Yeah,
who don't
actually, I think he's my oldest American friend.
know. American friend, yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys have been friends since
Fourth grade, I think.
Fourth
Fourth or
grade.
fifth grade.
Pictures of you guys playing with GI Joes and Star Wars action figures next to a truck car accident. R.I.P. Super
Oh, that
Fresh.
one was way later. That was when we were like 18.
and he's still playing with action figures.
I have a couple of those
So-
action figures. Thank you very much.
Right. Well, this just goes to show if you just give just a little bit of shit about your career, you could still do all the stuff you love, but afford more of it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You can afford your big boy toys.
I got some of those.
Yeah.
It's
You're
fun.
currently building a Lego set right now.
That's right. Playing with Legos again.
Yeah, like playing with Legos again. Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
I actually have to refrain from buying the Lego sets that I do want.
Yeah.
Because I've now realized that my collection is bigger than my display area.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't take over another room.
Yeah.
So I just don't think that's right.
Yeah.
I can't put her through that.
Not again.
One room is enough. I
can't do it again.
And the cost is preposterous. I mean, everything
yeah.
that I want is a fucking $1,000. I'm not paying $1,000 for Legos, dude. Sorry, I love them, but let's be serious.
You're a strong-willed wife, that's for sure. But good for you.
She don't care. I mean, we have the good news is we make our own money, so we're really not like
Right.
we don't. The other one doesn't. One time she wanted to buy this nice purse. She's like, "Hey, should I buy?" I was like, she just got this nice fat bonus at work. I'm like, "Are you asking me if you can spend your own money? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Thanks for asking, but but we're also not irresponsible. It's not like, hey, I bought this Lego set and also the phone's being turned off because I forgot the fucking.
I forgot the cell phone.
Right,
Whoopsie, and we have
right.
no toilet paper.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there are rewards within reason.
That's true. That's
Right?
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a fancy camping trip that we're doing.
Yeah, fancy camping.
What are you guys gonna do there?
Going to Arches.
Oh,
Arches
cool. Yeah, yeah.
in a couple weeks, in 2 weeks.
Moab,
Moab.
and heading out to Rocky Mountain National Park.
That's pretty sweet. We're
trying to do a lot of national parks. That's what old people do.
We're going to a glamping spot.
Oh, what's that?
Under Canvas, it's
Okay.
called, and it's it's tent camping, no electricity, no cell phone service, but
I'm out.
you're on like a wood platform.
It's raised wood
You
platform. You can
have
walk in it.
a
It's
wood burning stove.
Oh,
There's
cool.
a toilet.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's camping, not camping.
Yeah.
Not camping.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's fine. It's beautiful.
Well, you guys are definitely the goal for sure. I mean, I definitely look
Hashtag
up to you
goals.
guys very, very much, and hope that when I'm in your old ripe age, I'll be there too. You know, I'll just look cooler because I have a bunch
Yeah,
of tattoos.
definitely.
and,
Yeah, better tattoos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll
Danny
have a
DeVito on my leg will probably look a little bit
good
older
crown
than.
of thorns.
Yeah, good.
I'm just gonna
poster.
get a full body tattoo of myself, but taller. 5'10".
Well, I know I came to you guys, but I really appreciate you guys coming on, and this
Absolutely.
was super awesome. And I appreciate you guys being so supportive from so far, and you guys are the best. And I look up to you guys more than you know. It's like you guys are like my pseudo. It's like brother, sister, aunt, uncle kind of dynamic. I love it, and I love spending hours of my time with you guys and talking to you guys on the phone. And just thanks for being good people. Like
Yeah.
honestly,
Man,
you
yeah,
know,
we love you. It's great.
a lot of people don't have that in their life, and I'm very fortunate to have you guys.
Yeah, we wouldn't just let anyone live with us. You know what I mean? We have had some bad decisions we made, but you're a great roommate, and I love you, and I've known you since you were a kid, and it's great to see that you're a good grown up. It's awesome. I wish I was funnier. Sorry.
No.
and 15 years from now we'll be on, some other young whippersnappers podcast, all three of us together. And,
They won't even have podcasts anymore. It'll just be beamed right in your face. Beamed in your
On the
brain.
moon. We'll be on the moon. by that time.
podcast.
Yeah.
What the hell is a
We'll
podcast?
just have the Elon Musk podcast.
Yeah,
He'll
yeah.
have to take over every other podcast.
It's 6:00. It's time to it's time to data code pray to Elon Musk. Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you guys so
Everyone
much for
plug
coming.
into the singularity. Good night.
I love you guys. Thank you so much for being on, and it's been great. And you guys,
too.
I'll see you later.
Take care, man.
Bye, everybody.
Later, man.
If you like what you heard, type it to their Instagram and Twitter. The information's right below with their email.
It's time you bit the bullet and started caring about something with all your heart and energy.
Be sure to log into the channel by subscribing and check out the previous episodes. But until then, we'll see you next week with a new one. We out for now.